Hello guys, and welcome to yet another in-depth review here on NNT Auto Reviews. My name is Tyler, as always, and today we'll be checking out a pretty cool, very stylish little SUV here. And it is Toyota's newest entry to the small SUV market, and it is of course the 2018 Toyota CHR, and this is in the base model XLE trim level. So we have a nice clean window sticker over here, not a whole lot of options to discuss, but we do have a couple of accessories added onto it. We do have the carpeted floor mats and a cargo mat, and our mud guards, which is always useful. Taking a look down below, we have our destination charge of $960 and a total price of this particular example standing at $23,783. So walking around to the side, our color choice is called magnetic gray metallic, and you can choose between 9 different color options. And our wheelbase stands at a relatively small 103.9 inches. That's good for getting in and out of the cities. So turning around to the rear of the CHR, some pretty cool styling going on here with the back hatch and everything. We will get into that a little bit later in the video. But as far as our drivetrain goes, the CHR is front wheel drive only. But that's alright, seeing that most small SUVs in its class do not come with all-wheel drive either. Alright, so next portion of the video, we're going to go ahead and check out the exterior of this car. We're going to start here on the front with the headlamps like we always do. Very nice looking headlamps. They kind of just sweep along the body lines. Pretty nice. So we do have LED daytime running lights. We also have projector halogen bulbs used for both your high and low beams. Moving down more, very nice paintwork on this car. Nice metallic, you can definitely see that on the hood. But take a look at the side of the front bumper there. Some pretty awesome body lines. We have a little bit of a grille up here and then a larger one down below. We have little circles there that will be fog lights on the XLE premium model. A nice Toyota emblem there. And again, there is some black plastic down below so you don't get any road trips on that beautiful paint. But overall, really good looking, stylish SUV up front. So taking a look at our hood, there's little subtle character lines in the hood that makes it look pretty nice. Down here, really nice wheels, standard wheel choice. It is actually the only wheel choice you can get on the CHR, but that's not bad because they're pretty good looking. Now our tires measure 225/50 up front, and we do have 18-inch wheels. So the wheels have the nice gloss black and then the alloy on the face of the rim. We have ventilated disc brakes up front. Moving on down here, we have some optional mud guards that we saw on the window stick a little bit earlier. And there is some nice black plastic that protects your paint going all the way down there. Pretty neat design element. Look how far out that plastic protrudes over here. Pretty neat. Really cool character lines leading up into the rear fender well there. There's our door handles, body color. We also have our mirrors over here, turn signals of course. Take a look at where they position the handle up here. Pretty nice with some gloss black up there too. Shark fin antenna, pretty nice big spoiler up here. Really nice to see that. And take a look at the rear of this vehicle, just as stylish as up front. So we got our gas tank on the driver's side. Take a look at these tail lamps, they protrude quite a bit. Pretty unique styling cue there. Of our wiper, nice big glass on the rear to see. We also have a little smaller spoiler right up here. Nice design element. CHR chrome emblem there. We have reflectors down here for at night. See some more black plastic so the paint doesn't chip. And we have our exhaust outlet right over there. Pretty neat looking car from the outside, and equally as neat as on the inside, so make sure you stay tuned. The engine bay is coming up next, and then we'll go ahead and look at the interior. Alright, so now let's go ahead and check out what powers the 2018 CHR. So, under the hood for 2018 on the CHR, we only got one engine choice, but that's alright, it's perfectly adequate for its amplification. It is a naturally aspirated 2-liter inline 4. Produces some pretty good numbers, 144 horsepower at 6,100 RPM and 139 pound-feet of torque at 3,900 RPM. So pretty nice to see some of the engine. You can see the intake is up front over here. Got some fluids we could check. Take 0W20 oil. Batteries right up here, insulated. And there's a pretty big engine cover, but you can't see some of the engine in there. Pretty nice power plant overall. Alright, so now let's go ahead and check out the interior of the CHR. We have a black fabric interior. Nice soft touch materials right up here. Soft touch over here as well where your elbow is going to rest. And you have some pretty neat styling here. It is a hard touch plastic, but it's pretty neat looking nonetheless. Have some nice metallic, looks like a painted plastic right over there. 6 speakers on this car. You have one of them on the door right there. You have a bottle holder and a little bit of storage. Now as far as our buttons go on the door, we have our mirror controls right here. Window lockout. We also have our lock unlock, and all 4 of our windows are fully automatic, so really nice to see that. So left of the dash, pretty nicely styled air vent right there. We can turn on and off our auto high beams. We can also adjust our brightness of our gauges right there, and our fuel tank release. So looking even below that, we have our hood release right over there like we saw earlier. Our pedals are covered in rubber. Just lift up these mats. And we do have that button right there that we can clip in our floor mats. So 6-way powered, or I'm sorry, manual seats. Pretty nice design on the cloth too. But we have our back and forth bar right here. Our height adjustment is right here, and then our backrest goes back and forth with this lever right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get out of this heat and check out the rest of the interior. Alright, so here's the key you get with the CHR. It is pretty nice updated key from the old Toyota design. They were kind of very plain, but this has got a really nice modern vibe to it, which is really nice. You have a switchblade key that you need to use to start it up, but we do have some buttons on the key fob, a lock, unlock, and a panic alarm. So all you need to do to start it up, just insert the key and turn it. And it'll start right up. Alright, so let's go ahead and start here on this really nice tilt and telescoping steering wheel. You can tilt and telescope it by releasing this lever right here. You can go up, down, in, and out. But I really do like this steering wheel. It's very nicely designed. It's got some really nice soft leather and some stitching on the inside. Nice gloss black down here as well, carrying into some of the buttons. Chrome Toyota emblem on the airbag. So we do have some media controls off to the left over here. We have a volume up and down for your radio. We also have these two buttons here to skip between your different radio stations. We have some Bluetooth controls and your voice commands button right over there. Taking a look across the airbag cover, we have some buttons for our trip, a back button for the screen we have up there, and all of these buttons are also for your screen. We also have our lane departure warning button right there. We could shut that right off. And we also have our button to set our distance for our adaptive cruise control, which, pretty interestingly, adaptive cruise control and the lane departure warning does come standard on this car. So yeah, this car is stickered at a pretty low price, and it does have the Toyota Safety Sense, and it comes standard with all those very nice safety features. We also have the rest of our cruise control settings right over there on that stock. So taking a look up here, pretty nice gauges. Some nice blue accents going around our main gauges there. So we have RPMs over here, engine temperature over there. We also have our speedometer and our fuel gauge right down there. Really nice information display in the middle. One of the most nicest and smoothest displays that I've seen recently in a car. So right now we have our miles per gallon rating right there. We also have our park, our odometers over there as well, and it tells you the exterior temperature up there. So let's go ahead and play around with this system a little bit and see what settings we could use. Again, let's use these quadrants right here on the steering wheel to control that. So going down, we have our fuel range. We have an eco indicator, a digital speedometer, a G-force meter, which is pretty awesome. We also have a resting time, so if you're on the highway for a long period of time, it'll remind you to rest. We also have a blank screen up there in case you don't want to see anything. If you click on the right quadrant right there, we have our different safety features, and it'll tell you if they're on or off. So if I press that button, lane departure alert is on. If I press it again, it'll turn off. If you go over here again, we do have messages, so service reminders and all kinds of stuff like that. We also have our different safety features, so again, forward collision warning system. We have drive modes that we can select, 3 different driving modes. We have a sport mode, and it'll tell you right down there what mode you're in. We also have an eco mode, which is pretty neat. But for now, let's just leave it in normal mode. We also have a bunch of vehicle settings we could set up, such as our tire pressure right there. That's pretty much it for the screen there. Really nice and smooth screens there. But yeah, that pretty much does it for our display right there. So nice upper dash. We have some nice soft touch materials up here and over across the screen over there. But pretty nice screen overall, very easy to get used to. It's surrounded by this nice dark gloss, or high gloss rather. We have a volume knob right here. And also turn the audio system off. We have some redundant controls over here, such as our settings. Go ahead and look at all of our settings that we can play around with there. Voice settings, display settings, Bluetooth phone, our vehicle settings. We also have a voice commands button right there. Our phone screen is located right over here, and once you pair your phone up through the Bluetooth, all your contacts and everything will sync right over without a problem. And we have our media button right there, so we could select it between our AM, FM audio sources there. And we don't have navigation on this car, but it is available. So passenger airbag off over there, and nice digital clock right there, and it's big, easy to read, so you can just glance over real quick, see what time it is. A couple of air vents right there, and then in the middle we have our hazards button. A couple of buttons over here for our climate control. Over here we have our front and rear defrost. It is an automatic dual zone climate control, so we have our auto button right there, fan off. These are our individual temperatures right over here, so our driver temperatures right there and our passenger temperatures right over here. And our different zones where we want the air to flow is right over here. and our fan speeds right there. AC, recycling, eco, heat and cool mode, so it'll kind of restrict how much power you're sending into the cooling and heating system. And we can also sync both the driver and passenger temperatures. So nice little storage cubby over here. We do have a couple of power outlets. You can see that, the aux and the USB inlet there. Cup holder right up here. Some nice soft plastic over here. We also have an electronic parking brake and auto hold feature, so when you come to a red light and you're on a hill, you could just press that button right there and you could take your foot off of the brake and it'll hold the vehicle for you. We also have a traction control off button. And over here we do have another cup holder, so nice to see they include two cup holders in a pretty unique spot. They're not right next to each other or anything. But taking a look up here, really nice gear shifter right here. It is a CVT automatic transmission, which means it's continuously variable. But nice sort of shift knob up here. It's got this sort of satin chrome look. So we're in park right now. If you want to take it out of park, let's go ahead and take the parking brake off. By the way, if you want to set it or release it, setting it just requires you to pick it up with your foot on the brake, and releasing it requires you to press it down like you just saw me do to release it, again with your foot on the brake. So we're in park right now. There's a little release lever that you got to press in before you put it into any other gear. But we have reverse right over here, neutral, and drive. We also do have a manual mode, so you can kind of control those gear ratios. Pretty neat to see that. Let's go ahead and set our parking brake again. Automatically set for us. So over here we have a pretty nice center armrest. It is pretty soft. A little bit small. You could probably share it with the passenger. It's up to you. In here we have a pretty good amount of space. It goes in nice and deep. We have a power outlet over here. Taking a look up here, we have an auto dimming mirror. You can turn the auto dimming off by clicking that button right there. There's a little sticker right there, but we're going to go ahead and leave it on for the dealer. We have some tap lights, another control for the lights, some nice visors up here. We have a light up there as well, and our mirror. I'm not sure if you saw it when I was panning around the vehicle, but take a look at the roof up here. It's got some pretty cool design elements, and above the driver it does have it too, you just can't see it as well. We also have a grab handle up here too. But pretty much does it for the inside here. Really good looking interior, to be honest. It's very stylish, very practical. I have plenty of room. I don't feel like I'm in a compact SUV. I feel like I'm in something a little bit bigger. But now let's go ahead and shut it off. Save them some gas. And let's go ahead and check out the rear of the vehicle. Alright, so using these pretty cool door handles up here, almost on the C-pillars, you can open the rear door up. So opening the rear door, the door handle gives it a pretty neat shape back here. Pretty small rear window. Cool to look at. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and take a look at the features back here. So again, fully automatic window. We do have mostly soft or hard touch plastics back here, but that's alright. But we do get a speaker and a cup holder right here on the door. Pretty nice bench seats back here. Take a look at the headliner from here. Let's go ahead and hop in and see how much room I have. So I do have plenty of room for a normal seating position for me up front. I'm about 5'10". I have plenty of space. I don't feel cramped lengthwise this way at all. We do have a light up here. Very, very small drivetrain hump, so you can definitely sit someone in the middle over here. There is no armrest, but you do have the armrest on the door. Very nice looking interior. Definitely stylish. But now let's go ahead and check out the front passenger space. So the front passenger door, as far as design goes, it pretty much mimics the front driver's door. Same nice soft touch materials over here and over here. Storage pocket, window controls, unlock, lock, door handle, and that pretty cool material right there. It's plastic, but it has a really nice design to it. You have a speaker, and a pretty cool thing to note is you even do have 6-way manual seats on the passenger side too. So nice to see that. Sometimes other cars will kind of give you just a 6-way manual driver's seat and a 4-way manual passenger seat, but nice to see that includes the height over here for the passenger. Take a look at this piece over here on the passenger side. I'm not sure if you could see it, but there is some metallic flakes in there. Really nice. So to open the glove box, you kind of just push this button right in, and you have an alright amount of space. It's enough to put your owner's manuals and everything, as you can see in there, lined in soft plastic. Alright, so now let's go ahead and check out what the trunk looks like. Alright, so we can pop the trunk by a little button that's right next to the backup camera right there. We'll kind of pop it open and we can just lift it right on up. Very easy to open. Nice wide entry into the trunk. Hatch opens nice and high. Plenty of room back here. The back seats do fold down 60-40. You can see the split right there. We have our carpet floor mats back here and our trunk mat. We have some illumination over here and some storage pockets right over here on either side. But pretty nice trunk mat right here nonetheless. And we do have a spare tire and jack. And they give you little cubbies on either side to put extra stuff. And we do have a storage shade that we can unhook right up there and over there. So pretty nice storage space back here. Grab that handle and just pull the trunk right on down. Alright, so as far as fuel mileage comes in, pretty good fuel mileage. 27 in the city and 31 on the highway. Traditional cap and tether, and you can hang the tether right over here so you don't get your paint all dirty. You can even hang the cap right over there. Nice to see that it's locking, and you can only open the tank from the inside. So to end, thank each and every one of you for watching this video, and I hope you stay with us for future in-depth reviews. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up.